Hey, you guys, Michelle here. So I wanted to tell you guys Happy Easter. Thank you for subscribing and keep on subscribing, guys. More cool stuff coming. So a little bit of story time. I thought I'd make a video about this. What is the biggest deal I've ever walked away from and why? And I don't know how you guys are. We sometimes we do things impulsive. It's just the way it is. So to put this in context, at the time, and it's right behind here, behind you guys. If you guys don't know this loudspeaker, it's the biggest loudspeaker probably out there, pretty much, aside from the IRS fives and that type of stuff. At the time, I had a Magnapan Timpani One, which is a 6x4 wide planar speaker, and I had two 18 inches in the back, and now I have the monoliths there. It is one of the best sounds I've ever produced in that room, 100%. Beautiful, big soundstage, life size, beautiful, but takes up a whopping amount of space. Like you have no living room left, but it was incredible. I bought another set of timpanis back. That's a different story. Good friend of mine here in Brookhaven, he has two sets of IRS betas, and I knew him through a sale that we did. I bought from him an Infinity Kappa 9. I picked it up into his house. Beautiful home, beautiful setup, everything magnetized front to back, and has two IRS betas running there. Beautiful speakers. Um, so at one point, I get a phone call. Hey, Michelle, Steve here. It was about 2 years in. We never spoke in between, really. And he said, Hey, Miss, I got an opportunity for you. You can buy one of my betas. And I was like, Oh, wow, are you serious? 'Cause that is definitely my end game speaker, especially at the time. I was just drooling over these speakers. And this was prior before I had an RS1, by the way. And I said, yeah, okay, okay. How much? It's off market. The speaker is not on the market. It's completely in Santos rosewood. Beautiful shape. I've been there. I know. I've seen them for $8,000. Wow, that's a lot of money, but it is doable money. You know what I mean? So talked to the wifey. I told her, I said, look, I said it's going to take me all the savings we got, but she's and my wife is such an incredible person. She's like, well, baby, if you want it, go get him. I'm like, are you sure? You know how that goes? She's like, yes. Go. Go to the bank, make sure I get the money out of my account. And I'm sitting there with a wad of cash in my car. And that same hour, I was driving. I was driving to Brookhaven and I was smiling. And I was smiling and smiling and smiling. And at one point, I come at a traffic light. I get off the exit. I come on a traffic light. I had to stop for some gas. And I go into the gas station. I got some gas, and I wanted a sandwich, just a simple sandwich. And I walk in and say, I was happy. I was in the clouds, of course. Iris Beta, Michelle, it's happening. This is the day, buddy. This is the day that you are going into that infinity holy grail stratosphere. Like that was for me. That's the speaker that I always wanted. And I get a sandwich, and I go to the register. It was $6 for a sandwich, and I remember I walk out the center. Like, God damn, $6 for a freaking sandwich. And I sit down and I slam the door. You know where this is going. And I'm looking at that wad of cash. I was like in a bag, in a money bag, tucked away. And I grab it and I'm like, I am getting actually mad about $6 for a sandwich. But here I am ready to spend my last penny, which I shouldn't be spending, on a pair of loudspeakers that are over 40 years old. And the first thing I did, guys, I called Steve. I explained to him, I said, look, I got the timpani one. I'm already very happy where I'm at right now. I think I got to let him go, brother. And that hurts to tell. And you know what? And he was very supportive. He said, I totally understand. It's a lot of money. He said, it really is. He said, I'm here moaning about a $6 sandwich. And that whole thing put it in perspective for me. I was like, guys, I can't do this. So I turned around, got off the exit, went back, put the money back in the account, and I come home. I was like, well, where are they? And I tell her the story, and she hugged me. She's like, look, I'm so happy. You could have gotten them, and I was absolutely content with it. We would have gotten that money back because we have this philosophy that money is replaceable, but you can't be stupid with it either. And that was just stupid. That was just something like, you know, I didn't really save up for it. It was last of our savings. Let's not do this. This is crazy what I'm doing. But there you have it. How a sandwich fucked me out of my dream speaker.